This video you're about to watch is to open your brain. Yes, to open your brain, to open your mind, and to take you out of bondage. Why am I saying this? There are a lot of women crying today that has become childless because of pastors preaching, that has become husbandless. So many lives has been ruined from their preaching. While they are doing something different in their homes, they come out telling you something different. So this video, like the topic says, is about a secret that they try to keep from the eyes of the public. But of course, nothing is hidden except people don't know you. Whatever you do, there will always be somebody that knows you. So it's about one of your popular pastor that the daughter just got married. I'm not going to mention names because you know these days is litigation. They follow you up and down with litigation now. So I'm not going to mention name. So it's a puzzle you have to unravel. You have to fix out yourself. But I will give you a lot of hints to make you get it easily. So I'm talking about DE. Okay, that is the name. She just got married, and there are a lot of secrets that it is hidden to the public, so a lot of people, to a lot of us. But I have gotten some information, and I think to save somebody's daughter from becoming husbandless later in life or becoming childless in life, I have to do this. That's why I am doing it. If you look at the wedding that was held a few days ago, you will see in that wedding a lot of things was amiss and people were asking questions. One of the questions I personally asked was, why is the bride's family the one giving out the ring? From culture that we know, is the husband's family that brings the ring. It doesn't matter how cheap it is. They are the one marrying into that family. Another thing is that we saw was that this wedding, we only saw the presence of the bride. We didn't see the presence of, the family of the bride. We didn't see the presence of the family of the groom. And another thing was that the bride's brother was this best man. And we asked question, this guy, doesn't he have any family or something or friends? What we could feel a presence of other pastors, politicians, the brides of the family of the bride. So this made a lot of us start asking questions. And when you ask questions like that, trust me, as an analyst, people will come forward with information. So this information is for you if you are a woman, especially, and a lady, a single lady. Listen and listen good. I've always said it that since I was born, I'm yet to see a pastor's daughter going around and praying up and down and saying they are looking for a husband. And the answer is simple. It's very easy. Their children will never look for a husband because they know how to quickly arrange for their children when they are getting to a certain age. So this particular lady that just got married was actually dating a fellow musician before, FE. And they felt that one is too smart. So they don't want somebody that will outsmart their daughter and take away what they have acquired for them, so they kick against her dating that one. Then she went for another guy that his name starts with O. He's a minister, a song minister too. He sings and he has a lot of followership. He's a widower. He lost his wife of recent, and she was dating this guy too. And because of some controversy surrounding this particular one, they kick against this one too. From her, they continue with the guy. So, unknown to them, she started dating the present one she got married to. So when she started dating this guy, she got pregnant. I'm sure you'll be shocked too. Yes, it was said she got pregnant. This is a very direct source from people that are very close to them, who know them very well, who they have held in bondage and are seeing things differently. I'm like, oh, so they can be doing this. So, of course, they are trying to talk out, but they want their identity protected. So, the informant said she got pregnant, and when they found out she got pregnant, she's been sleeping with that guy. And to me, there is nothing bad in her sleeping with a guy. She's an adult. She's old enough. We are talking about somebody in her 20s, in her mid-20s. She's supposed to be responsible to herself as at that age to know what she wants. And because fire body no be firewood, okay, so the girl was warming up in SU, that is the name of the guy, SUH. She was warming up in the guy's bed, and she became pregnant. If you look at DE on that wedding day, you could see the body language that they've always been together. It's unfortunate I can't put some of the videos because litigation and lawyer they take scare people now. But you know what I'm talking about. Go and look at their video. The body language was there that they've always been together. They've been sleeping together. You will know people who have been sleeping together when you see them. She was too comfortable wrapping around her hands around him, touching him and all that. If it's somebody you have not touched before, you've not been benching before, it is not always that easy to start romancing them in public. Go and look at her body language in that video. And when you look at the guy's body language in that video, the guy is dancing to a tune they have played for him. You could see he was kind of agitated, looking here and there, not so. Just go and look at the video again and again. Then you will see some points I'm trying to bring out. Even though this does not mean they can have a successful marriage, if that is where our heart is and the guy is honest with her, trust me, they're going to make a beautiful couple. Because you can see she's practically in love with the guy. She is really, really in love with him. But the guy is who I'm scared of. Oh, he will not disgrace them at the end of the day. When she became pregnant, the family got to know the father and the mother. And of course, that's a big slap on them, on what they preach, on what they make people believe that they do. So they went to a senior god of man, a bishop, that the father is very close to. You know that man that wears white and white. White jacket, white trouser and white shoe and red tie. And that man. So they went to him. And that one was like, the girl was bent on not doing anything to that pregnancy. And the parents were like, this is a slap. This is going to be a shame. This is going to affect them. They pleaded. The girl said no. So when DE said no, they went to Bishop White. And Bishop White, tried to prevail on this girl. And the girl said, okay, on one condition, they allow me to marry this guy. And they said, okay, is that the only thing? He said, yes. If you can allow me to marry this guy, then I'm ready to do whatever you want to. They said, okay, we will allow you. Why the family didn't want her to marry the guy, that is a SUH, is because he's a son of nobody. He joined the church as an instrumentalist. No, a cameraman, as a cameraman. And he was upgraded after they found out they were dating. So they started upgrading him. And when they found out few months ago that they were that serious, they had to set him up. So all the story they were telling you about, the guy is an estate guy. When they say he's an estate guy, I went to look at his age, 27-year-old. Where did he start from? Where did he become an estate guy? I looked at some of his profile. There was nothing like, hey, he's a big guy. There's nothing bad in it, okay? Don't get me wrong. There's nothing bad in a rich marrying somebody from humble background. But the way they paint everything to the public, the way they make it seem like it's a perfect thing, after doing a lot of arrangements at the background, is the deception they have sold to the public is what I am talking about. So they packaged this guy. Immediately they found out, they started packaging him, so that by the time they will present him to the world will accept him, okay? So they quickly made the arrangement, and Baba white shoe, white jacket, white suit and red tie prevailed on this lady, and they took her for abortion. They did the abortion for her according to the informants, and they started planning the wedding. So it was when they started planning the wedding, they started repackaging this guy again. They started repackaging him, and of course, from everything that unfolded at that wedding, the guy is from humble background. Don't get me wrong, I'm from humble background. There is nothing wrong in marrying from humble background. But the way they have packaged everything now, another thing is that they now move the guy. They got them a house. One of the father's house was given to them. Okay, that is where they live presently as couple now. They quickly package the guy, ask him he has to leave the house where he's living, so that when they marry, wherever they are living will suit the status of their lawyer daughter. So they package the everything, both accommodation and everything. You know, these are secrets that they keep. These are secrets that they arrange, and you see their lives perfect. And they will be the one to tell you, at 30 years old, a man should not sleep with you. Whereas your body is asking for it. If you don't do it, you start having some issues medically as a woman, because that is what that part of our body is created for. So they were covering all these things until they got married. And during that marriage, we all saw a lot of loopholes. To know that something was amiss. Now, let me shock you. This guy, SUH, was made to sign. He signed his life away. He was made to sign a contract never to divorce the girl. He was made to sign a contract never to leave the girl. Maybe the girl can decide to leave him, I don't know. But this guy was made to sign a contract before the day they did I do. So to me, the guy signed his liberty, his freedom, and everything about him away on that wedding day. Let me also shock you. The guy's social media handle is being handled by them. They are monitoring everything they are doing. He just opened a page when they were about to get married. Now, another shocker is that name, H, that they added to that guy's name is not part of that guy's name. They just added it. According to the information, it was even the lady, the DE, that girl, DE, that added that name because they needed to package the guy as a son of somebody. You know, as rich men picking they do for Nigeria, they don't want to marry a nobody. Whoever they want to marry, even if it's a nobody, the name must have curry and pepper and thyme, and so that it can smell well. So they added that H to that name so that it can have spice. So they added the name to that boy's name and package it as his full name. So the guy is bearing the identity they created for him. Hey, I pray for every mother and every parent looking at me. On your day of joy, may you never be overshadowed. On your day of joy, may you never become a nobody. May you have mouth and input on the life of your children. I don't know the guys growing up. I don't know what happened that his parents were not relevant on that day. We no see papa. We no see the separate mama we dance for themselves, whether na rented mama. We no see family member. We no see, in fact, everything was just about the bride and the bride alone. And it's okay. But waiting, I want to tell you, if you are listening to me as a woman, you are under them. That is how they will cage your own life, while their children are living normal life. While their children are doing the necessary things, they will make sure their children have whatever will make their children happy, so that their children will not enter depression. You can see how that girl is happy now. I'm not wishing the girl bad. Don't get me wrong. In fact, I'm happy she got married. How she makes, whatever she makes out of the marriage is left to her and the husband, not to the parents. No matter how they cage the boy, no matter how contracts, how they tie the boy hand. If the marriage go last, it go last. If it no go last, it no go last. It's all just a matter of time. But I wish her all the best in that marriage. I get my own children too, and I pray my children have the best in life too. So I'm not wishing the girl anything bad. But I'm just opening your brain. Young ladies, I'm opening your brain. What they will tell you not to do when it comes to their children and their children's happiness, they will do it. That's by Bishop. White shoe, white trouser, and white shirt, and white with red tie. The daughter I just had children, the third child. All the three children were through surrogacy. You heard the mother saying, they said the IVF couldn't work on the baby, that the doctor wrote off her daughter. But they will not tell you the pregnancy was surrogacy. They said na miracle. At the point they said it's IVF. But from correct information, direct source, we're close to all these people, where they get information from, that the child they had was from surrogacy. That is the third one. I tell you, say, God know the shame man of God. You know why God know the shame man of God? Because man of God know the way out of every situation. You will never see man of God praying for money. When they need money, they gather you. You will never see God of man praying for healing. They will claim divine health while they have specialists. They will never see God of man's children looking for husband while they know how to quickly arrange their children and package them for husband and wife. And that is why their children will never look for husband. Even when their children are sleeping with a man, they will blink, they will take their eyes away because they know it is part of life. They will not say, and yet they will come and be preaching to you and making your life miserable. I know a lot of women in their 40s, in their 60s that are crying today. In their 50s, no child, no husband. Who won't marry old woman? Woman will not get pikin on time. How we won't get pikin? No husband. So even though life is becoming much easier, you can say there is no big deal now. They can go and do surrogacy or they can go and do adoption now. At a certain age, some decisions are tough for you to make. Because at that stage, you think of a lot of things. Where do you want to start from? How do you want to take care of a new baby at your age? So it is not that easy. And that's why I'm telling you this. These are secrets they've kept away. But of course, nothing is secret except people are not around you. People around them are in these shoes. Now they are like, oh, so they can do this. So they are ready to talk. But under anonymous. So this is the information I've tried to tell you. That your pastor's daughter, we just get picking and we just marry. You don't abort before you come back marry. Then see say you abort for that boy. Now they say, okay. They are actually looking forward to getting a rich man's son for her. But the girl fell in love with somebody else. And that is life. She fell in love with S-U-H. That is where her heart went for. And she went because they have already rejected 2 men for her. They rejected F-E. They rejected Dunsi. Okay? And this one, she fell in love with this one. At a point, she was even going over there to go and sleep to the guy's house. And there was nothing they could do. These are the people that will come and tell you when you sleep with a man, you are sinning as an adult. Anyway, now the apropos where I say make I tell you be this. If you are a woman, you are listening to this now to open your brain. Before you wake up 10 years from now or 20 years from now, you will remember this my video. If you abuse me, I bet you will one or two of you will remember this my video and we don't hand like this. And by then it will be too late. Like many in deeper life today are doing hand like this. You see pastor's wife, what is his name? This man. Kumuyi, you see the wife now opening her hair. The woman say to the tie hair all the time, don't tie her. Now she carry hair. This is the picture. She carry hair, she open her, say make na leave me. Now the man come out, begin preach something else. Say anybody will cover here, that hear this smell. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Now money where I get, I borrow you. If you like, abuse me. If you like, correct yourself. If you like, sort yourself out. If you like, continue to wait on miracle where your pastor no fit do for their children. Continue to wait on it until I come your way. I remain Auntie Adunia. Hate me or like me, I call my page Real Talk. I will talk on the truth and I will stand on the truth for liberty, for liberation. Thanks once again.